Welcome to the Double R Show, the podcast that features everything about North Lincoln County. The Double R Show, directed and produced by Paul Robertson and hosted by the voice of Lincoln City, Roger Robertson.
Well, I'm wearing the right hat today. I've got my Lincoln City Parks and Rec hat on because I'm sitting with Jeannie Sprague. How are you?
I'm doing great, Roger. I love your hats.
I won that at Chamber of Commerce luncheon. We wanted to talk about some of the activities forthcoming for Lincoln City Parks and Rec because there are so many, but I want to open it up with something that relates directly to an old hide like myself, and that's insurance.
Yes. Insurance. What can I help you with?
Well, the insurance can now allow me to get membership here at Lincoln City Parks and Rec.
Exactly. So that's the Silver and Fit program that we just started here at the Lincoln City Community Center. And it is through insurance providers. You're absolutely correct. And it's through Medicare. And if you have this certain program through Medicare, you're able to come in and work out at our center for free. So you just need to come in and talk to our staff. Laurie LaFawn is our member services specialist, or anyone can help you out at the community center. We're also looking at Active Renew and other similar insurance programs to get people through the door, especially our senior population.
That is, it didn't even dawn on me until talking to Charlotte Latho of Farmers Insurance about getting new policies put together. And here's this program that would allow me to come in here for the year.
Yeah, it's excellent. It's such a good health and wellness program that the insurance provides. Look into it, everyone out there. If you've got it, take advantage of it and come work out at our center. And that means swimming, playing basketball, rock climbing, weights, cardio, all for free.
Sounds like a lot of work. Speaking of a lot of work, your department has done a lot of work putting up Christmas lights.
Yes, that is what we like to do, putting up all the holiday lights in Lincoln City. We're a little exhausted right now, Roger.
Specifically at the regatta grounds down at the dock of the bay, what type of displays have been put up?
Well, our one that we're super excited about, we just had an event on December 1st, was our Deck the Dock display down at Taft Dock at Southwest 51st Street Park. And on that, if you go there, you'll see a tree, you'll see a big lighting star. The whole dock is lit up. As our park supervisor has said year after year, he wants people to be able to see it from outer space, and you can. You definitely can. And then we will be soon getting a large golden white ornament that's going to frame the dock. It's currently being welded back together due to windstorms, so we hope to have that back out. So go down to Taft Dock. It's amazing.
That's all right there beside Moe's Restaurant. So you can enjoy a cup of clam chowder and the beautiful sea lights.
Yes, it's a perfect opportunity there.
Now, at the regatta grounds, you got what?
We have Jet Skiing Santa, everyone. First year we've got him up. So if you go down to Regatta Park and the grounds, you'll see Santa jet skiing through our park. You'll also see a bunch of lights up around our Morgan family stage and some other areas. It's very pretty.
And there's more to come down the road. This is just the first sampling of what is forthcoming, right?
That is correct. Every year we add more and more. I mean, even if you walk into our community center lobby, you're greeted by a shiny star light with a gigantic 66-inch wreath, and we're constantly thinking of adding more to make Lincoln City full of holiday spirit.
I love that. It just adds an ambiance to the entire city in such a different tone, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely does. It's celebratory. It's everyone welcome to come and hang out with us and have a good time in Lincoln City and celebrate the holidays.
Now we're going to jingle some jingles, jingle some jogs. What are we going to do?
I don't even know. Oh, jingle some bells. That's what we're doing. We're doing the Jingle Bell Jog. It's actually this Saturday at 10 a.m., which I have the date here, December 9th. And it starts at the community center, and then it goes all the way out to Highway 101 around the lake and back. And you can walk it, you can run it, you can bring your dog. It's just a fun event. People dress up sometimes with Santa hats and other holiday wear. You don't have to, but it's a great time.
Do you have to bring your own bells, or are you going to provide that?
Oh my gosh, that is an excellent idea, Roger. This year, you will have to provide your own, but now I have another idea for next year, Roger. It's great.
I think Boone Marker, a former employee here at the Parks and Rec, started that, didn't he?
Yeah, either either he or Gail did. They started the 5K races here. They were a huge part of it. Boone will be there this Saturday, too. So he's still with us.
And then we're going to tell everybody to go jump in the water.
Yes, we are. And that's the Let's Space Splash on January 1st. That's 10 a.m. Just come down there and splash around in the mud this year, a little bit more than previous years. And it's just a fun time. We call it the shortest event of the year because you're in and out of that water in 10 seconds flat. We'll have hot cocoa, cookies, and we'll have a little bonfire under the shelter there.
You get quite a turnout for that, don't you?
Oh, yeah. We prepare well in Parks and Recreation, but last year we were surprised by how many we got. So this year, we have Lincoln City Police Department and North Lincoln Fire and Rescue on scene to be there just to support the safety of our participants and to have a fun time with them also.
And a couple of guys that are directly responsible for the first one of these, Paul Robertson and Dave Price.
That's right. And then, well, I go to theirs too right after ours. So 2 splashes in a day. Directly responsible for sure.
That's too much fun. You know, when I walked into the community center today, the first thing I did was picked up your brand new winter 2023-24 catalog of upcoming activities.
Yeah, we love our catalog. We're able to do this with a partnership with Oregon Coast Today, and it's unheard of in Parks and Recreation world out there. It's a big world that you can have a brochure put together at no cost to our department simply because Oregon Coast Today is supporting us. So we get our fun guide out year round, and this one shows what's coming up in winter. And I have another event I can tell you that's in our fun guide that's coming up.
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay, it's called the Sea of Delights, and this is a new pool holiday event where they're going to have light sticks in the pool, glow sticks, lights, entertainment on the Jumbotron, movie, food, cocoa. So come out. That's going to be Thursday, December 21st from 4 to 6:30 p.m. at our pool here at the Community Center.
And again, we do remind everybody the community center is, in fact, your community center. It's open, what kind of hours?
Wow, I love how you say that. It is your community center. We are open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. until 7 p.m., Saturday, 9 to 5.
With Jeannie Sprague. We'll be back in just a moment.
I'm Josh Zantello with Zantello Law Group, and we are fortunate to have a number of attorneys in our office that specialize in a variety of law fields. Call our office and set up a free consultation. With our field of experts, you're never alone.
Northwest Septic Service is your one-stop shop for all your septic needs.
Northwest Septic Service offers pumping, maintenance, repair, and inspections with one call, 541-994-6977.
Buying or selling a home? Northwest Septic Service can inspect your sewer line or an entire septic system.
Old or failing septic system? Northwest Septic Service can rejuvenate most drain fields, saving you thousands of dollars. 541-994-6977.
Serving Lincoln, Tillamook, and Yamhill counties, Northwest Septic Service.
I'm Adina Zeller. Zellers is now in 2 North Lincoln County locations. The original Zellers in Rose Lodge and now Zellers in Lincoln City, formerly Maxwell's. Zellers with great family food and kickin' fun like our line dancing. Just wait until you try our homemade clam chowder.
The Double R podcast continues with the inaugural president of the Friends of the Lincoln City Parks and Rec Board of Directors. With us is David Jameson, inaugural president?
That's exactly right. Thank you, Roger. As I mentioned earlier, someone had to step up and do it, so I said, why not me?
And why not?
And why not?
The Friends of the Lincoln City Parks and Rec, your mission is?
Our mission really is to support and enhance the current and future services and programs provided by Lincoln City Parks and Recreation.
Okay. How do you do that?
Well, there'll be quite a few ways we do that, actually. One of the main ones is fundraising, of course. So we'll be doing fundraising campaigns and fundraising programs in order to support enhancement of existing services and new assets, really, that can be placed in parks around the city.
Now, this isn't the board of the Lincoln City Parks and Rec. This is a separate entity, correct?
Right. This is a separate entity. I spent about 4.5 years on the Lincoln City Parks and Recreation Advisory Board, the last couple of years as chair. One of the things we talked about on that board was the need for a 501c3 separate from the advisory board that did fundraising in particular.
You have a major project that you're undertaking in the Taft area of Lincoln City.
That's exactly right. Yeah, the Taft Sports Park.
It's huge.
It is. It's a huge project. It's the largest project that the city's undertaken from a community parks perspective in a long, long time. When I think about the $7 million price tag associated with it and roughly $2.25 million that's been raised against that $7 million total, I feel like our work as a 501c3 supporting Parks and Recs programs, we have our work cut out for us.
I would think so. How do you envision raising that kind of money?
Yeah, that's going to be a big reach for us, of course, but we feel like we can complement what Parks and Rec is able to achieve on their own through grant writing in particular, where foundations, private foundations, may be able to provide monies to 501c3s that they can't provide directly to a governmental entity.
So the lion's share of the money you raise will be from other organizations, governmental agencies, the like?
That will probably be part of it, but you have to
Okay.
be careful as a 501c3 in your fundraising efforts to make sure that a portion comes from public campaigns versus private
really?
campaigns.
Okay.
Yes, as a matter of fact, this has been quite the lesson learned as we've started this new organization, is all the rules around properly running a 501c3. So as a matter of fact, we worked with a law firm in Eugene called the Center for Nonprofit Law, and they have a startup package where for a small sum of $5,100, you get this whole list of benefits, including your articles of incorporation, your bylaws, board training sessions, registering with the IRS to become a 501c3. So in those board trainings, we learned all these things that I otherwise wouldn't have known. And I'm glad that I did.
Because there are some stumbling blocks.
There are. So we'll have to be careful about that. But now that we know they exist, we at least know what to look for.
First project is the Taft project, or do you have your eyes on something smaller before you get to that grandeur task?
That's a great question. You know, I see our role really twofold. I think there are opportunities for us to hit singles, if you will. And singles could be things like bringing back swimming lessons for second graders that are no longer offered.
Available, right.
Right. So programs like that, or providing scholarships to kids who may want to participate in a program but families can't otherwise afford to, or offering more family-related activities at the community center that are not currently in the funding plan for recreation, but that if we could fund, could exist. So those would be singles.
So people can contribute to a specific activity?
Just like most 501c3s, you can have specific campaigns. So you might say when you're donating money to a 501c3 that they can use the money wherever they need it most. That's a pretty common way to donate. But then they may have specific campaigns that they're also fundraising for, and you might choose one of those in particular. So I see our 501c3 doing the same kind of thing.
So if I had a specific widget that I wanted to support, I could do that, or just give you the money and let you use it to the best of your ability.
Right, exactly. I mean, there are costs associated with just operating a 501c3,
Absolutely.
Corporation costs and software costs and services related costs. So those kinds of things we need people to donate just for general purposes, but maybe somebody wants to donate money for trees in the new Taft Sports Park. And maybe that could be a separate campaign. Or maybe they feel strongly about swimming lessons for second graders and they want to place their money into that bucket. So we'll make those kinds of things available.
And the monies that you are beginning to raise now, first target is?
Yeah, we are at the beginning
Very good.
of our life.
Got to begin someplace.
Exactly. As a matter of fact, we just received our IRS determination letter.
And if nobody's ever done this, you need to understand that's huge.
It is. It is huge. As a matter of fact, it took us a couple tries to get it right because it turns out the IRS is picky about what boxes you check or neglect to check on a form.
And they only go so far. They find one you didn't check, it's coming back to you.
Yeah, they don't call and say, hey, by the way, David, did you mean to check that box? Or could you clarify? No. They send you a letter explaining that you need to redo it. So we finally got that all completed, really at square one. As a matter of fact, I just launched a website.
So if somebody wants to get a hold of David Jameson, Friends of the Lincoln City Parks and Rec, I do that. How?
Well, based on this new website I just stood up, which happens to have my contact information on it, and a lot of nice pictures, it's friendsoflcparksandrec.org. That is our website, friendsoflcparksandrec.org.
Friends of Lincoln City Parks and Rec. David Jameson, board president, thank you for being here. Congratulations and best of luck.
Thank you.
We'll continue right after this. If you're looking for great early garden fresh produce, it's Kenny's IGA in the Bay Area of Lincoln City. 4 generations of Morgans caring for your every grocery need. All of your favorite beverages, a full deli, meat, produce, and of course, groceries.
Wouldn't it be great to have all your insurance needs handled by one agency? This is Charlotte Lado with Farmers Insurance and the Insurance Store. Visit our office next to the Wildflower Grill in Lincoln City. Let us be your one stop for your personal, commercial, health, and Medicare insurance needs.
Well, greetings. This is Marnie Whipple with Holland America Line, and we are delighted and honored to be a longtime partner with Roger and the team at Always Traveling. We have some exciting news to share with you today, and that is that in Dawson City in the Yukon Territory, the First Nations group of the Tronjekowichan have now been awarded the wonderful recognition of being a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The aim with this in the Yukon Territory is to really share the story of the Indigenous people, the colonialism, and truly the history of the Klondike Gold Rush. So join us and Roger and the team on a beautiful Holland America Line cruise tour through Alaska, Southeast Alaska by cruise, continue on up into Denali National Park and Fairbanks, and then add on even more wonderful adventure, now flying from Fairbanks to Dawson City on an exclusive land tour, heading into Dawson and now this wonderful UNESCO World Heritage Site, and continue on from Dawson into the heart also of the Klondike, Whitehorse, take a wonderful ride into Skagway, Alaska, and continue from Skagway down into Vancouver. It's an incredible journey.
For years, I've had the opportunity to interview by way of the hot red and green line all the way to the North Pole Santa Claus. Right now, Santa made a special visit to the podcast. Welcome, Santa. Great to have you here.
Well, it's nice to be here. Ho, 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 and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everyone.
This has got to be a super busy time for you.
It is very busy. This was just had to make a quick stop down here to my favorite town because this is Santa's second home in Lincoln City.
Hey, you were here not long ago for the Angel Ball as well.
I was another special group that I just have my whole heart into.
You have been helping a group get toys for tots or for all the kids in the area. Tell me about that program and what do we still need?
Well, there are so many children now that Santa had to adopt elves all over the country. And North Lincoln Fire and Rescue, the Eagles, and Les Schwab have decided that they're going to help out Santa each year. And they collect toys that we distribute on December 16th this year on a Saturday, starting at about 8 o'clock until about 1. And right now, we just need toys. We need a lot of toys. My elves can only make so many.
Anything in particular, Santa?
Right now, we're dealing with teenage, anywhere from 9 years old to 17. We could use some toys in that age bracket.
And toys of any description?
Right. Any new unwrapped toy, and they can deliver them to one of 21 locations throughout Lincoln City. Your major stores all have one of the North Lincoln Fire toy buckets.
I think when you deliver the toys, your elves also take out food boxes, do they not?
We
or is that
do.
Still happening?
We have food so that you can actually get food and toys. You can get just food, or you can get just toys. So if you don't have any children's, but you would still like to have a really nice Christmas meal, we'll be happy to deliver one of those for you also.
That's a lot of work. That's a lot of money to be raised to buy a lot of food, isn't it, Santa?
That is. I think last year's bill was over $22,000 in food alone.
Where does all that money come from?
The incredible people of this community. We just couldn't do anything of this scale and magnitude without everyone pitching in.
And the volunteers that put all of this together, and it is volunteers that help you out, right, Santa?
It is all volunteers. It is people that, from the youngest that come help us wrap the presents, to up into their 90s that help us pack the boxes and go get the toys or ask people for toys. It is a community effort of a size and scope that it's just hard to imagine. We do toys and food for almost 1,500 people some years and 600 to 700 children.
And this has been going on for a number of years.
I tried to get my elves to actually research how long it's been going on, and we stopped finding paper articles from over 40 years ago. So it has actually been going on for more than 40 years.
I would say it'd be closer to being over 50 because I thought it was going on before we even moved to Lincoln City.
That is my understanding, but that's the only verifiable that I can get from the archives of the North Lincoln Fire and Rescue.
Before we started talking about the toys that we're going to be giving away, I should have talked about the North Pole. I assume it's pretty chilly, or is it so busy up there you don't mind the cold?
We just don't mind the cold. We have some really good insulation up there.
I just bet you do. I just love it. And Santa has an opportunity to put it. I still don't understand how you get all those toys in a sleigh.
Well, we used to be able to do that, but with the growth of the population, now we rely on people in each country kind of being our little USPS or distribution center. So we can actually just fill up the sleigh at North Pole, and then we just go to one point around each city or town and pick up more toys.
I didn't know that. That's marvelous.
Yeah, we just couldn't build a sleigh large enough any longer that our poor little 8 reindeers could pull along.
It's just so much fun, Santa, this time of year because the imaginations run so rapid.
It does, and it's wonderful to see the children's smiles on their face and the thankfulness that people have when they see the food and the toys show up. It just inspires the heart.
It's got to be heart-wrenching and heartwarming at the same time, isn't it?
It truly is. In this area, Lincoln City and Otis and Rose Lodge, we have a lot of single elderly that have either their mates have passed away or circumstances where they're just by themselves. So to open up the door with a armful of food for them and have them come up and hug you and just start crying and not releasing you, just sometimes, if you've ever seen grown firefighters cry, this is when they do it.
I'm going to miss this year not walking across the street and seeing you and Mrs. Claus across the street from our broadcast facilities.
That is just breaking my heart, and I understand why Steve and Chris Pruitt had to do it. They're moving. But this year, if you'd like to continue to have photos with Santa, we're going to be at the Panther Creek Community Center.
Oh, very good.
On the 9th from 5 to 7. And that way some of these people have been having pictures with the same Santa for over 16 years, and they want to continue that tradition.
All right. Santa, we know that you got to get back out, feed the reindeer, head back north because you got a lot of work to do. Christmas is not that far away.
It is not that far away, and we are very, very busy this time of year.
And again, thanks to you and to all of the volunteers, the fire departments, the Eagles, and all of the other people involved in helping put together a Christmas for a lot of people.
A lot of people, and we're just happy to continue doing it.
All right, with Santa. Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas to everyone.
Are you ready to embark on a journey of lifelong learning? Look no further than Oregon Coast Community College. Discover endless opportunities through our community education program. From art classes to cooking workshops, there's something for everyone. But that's not all. If you're age 60 or better, you can enjoy the Senior Waiver Program. Take credit courses without paying a dime in tuition. Yep, you heard right. No tuition charges, though course and college fees do apply. Visit our website at oregoncoast.edu and don't miss out on an ocean of opportunity.
We're at Bob's Beach Books, and we just had a customer ask an interesting question. Yes. A Christmas section. Do you have such a thing?
We do. We actually, all year round, we have a Christmas section. We have a holiday section. And we find that holidays are popular year-round. We'll get people in spring looking for Halloween books. looking for Christmas books in the summer, so we just try and keep them in stock for folks.
A lot of people buy brand new books like that as collectibles.
There's some of them we find they put out special editions like Iron Flame here. We have the special edition of Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. Not so much with holiday books, but kind of just year-round genre titles, yeah.
Now, we must have a lot of people buying books as Christmas gifts.
Oh, yes. It's been a flurry of phone calls today. And earlier is better than later, but if you're running behind, we're happy to see if we can still get things for you.
Well, most everything is available to you on a really short turnaround.
Yep. If we have our orders in by noon, we usually have books here the next day. We're really fortunate. We have a warehouse in Roseburg that we order from.
And people are asking for and reading what primarily right now?
Yes. So like I mentioned, the Rebecca Yarros book, Iron Flame, that'll be fantasy. And then if we're looking at some more fantasy, Christopher Paolini, well known for his Aragon eldest young adult series from, at least 10 years ago. But he has a new book out in the same series. And then David Gran, his book, The Wager, a tale of shipwreck, mutiny, and murder. He is well known for Killers of the Flower and Moon, and this is his newest one.
Should be noted as well, yes, of course, we got books here at Bob's Beach Books. That's a given. But you have a number of other items, including what?
Yep, we've got a really good jigsaw puzzle section. We have games. We have lots of stickers. We have tote bags, bookmarks, just all different kinds of gifts. We have a good selection of tarot decks and oracle cards right now. We also have gift certificates. If you don't know what somebody's looking for, we're happy to write out a gift certificate for any amount. We're happy to backdate it if you forgot a particular birthday or holiday. And greeting cards. We have lots of greeting cards in.
What I also like is it's family friendly.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we try and have something for little kids. For the really little kids, I really like the Indestructibles. They are illustrated books that you can chew on, you can tear up, you can take them in the bath, and they are going to hold up to whatever a baby will take upon themselves to put this book through. And we have bath books for little kids. Yeah, kids' books are so much fun.
There's no better time for a child to begin to read as early as possible, right?
Absolutely. Start reading to them as soon as you can. I know growing up, our dad read to us a chapter a night through, I don't know. We were pretty old by the time he stopped.
Well, he probably would still enjoy that, knowing Bob.
I think he would, absolutely, yep. The other day, we were driving in the car, he was in the back seat, and he found a Hardy Boys sitting there that I had, and he just started reading aloud from it.
Bob's Beach Books and your sister?
Yes, and Emily down at Robert's Bookshop, the Nelscott area of town, right across from the Chocolate Frog and the Christmas Cottage.
Don't forget both bookstores for Christmas.
We at La Roca are proud of our food, but don't take our word for it. Read the reviews. One person wrote, "The service was friendly and efficient." Another writes, "La Roca has become one of our favorites because it's authentic Mexican food."
Well, as we conclude our special podcast for today, I'd like to remind everybody the first night of Hanukkah is Thursday, December 7th. A lot of people remember December 7th, obviously, as Pearl Harbor Day, but there is some other major significance and some religious significance to it as well. The first night of Hanukkah, December 7th at 4:30. Lincoln City Day of Giving that we talked about earlier in the program on Saturday, December 9th, 1 to 5 and 6 to 7 at the Cultural Center. This is just a marvelous opportunity to find out about different organizations, to give to different organizations, to become informed of what your community and community members do for other people. It is a day of giving in Lincoln City, Saturday 1 to 5 and 6 to 7. Again, that's a bazaar of giving at the Cultural Center here in Lincoln City.
Yeah, the Cascade Head Advisor Collaborative will have a table there and lots of other nonprofits.
And you've got something else going on with the Cascade Biosphere as well, correct?
Yeah, so we're putting on an event on December 16th, second event at the Siletz Bay Pelican Brew Pub down there. And so on Saturday the 16th, 11 to 1:30, it's a paid event. It's a Gyotaku event. And so we're actually going to be showing people how to print their own gift cards or holiday wrapping paper or fine art. So come down and pre-register. Go to cascadehead.org and register. $75 plus 25 for materials, and then there's a family of 4 rate too. So for $150 and then they're 25, you can get 4 members of the family.
And that's going to be where?
At the Pelican Brew Pub on Siletz Bay. So beautiful viewpoint to be printing your holiday art.
Interesting place. This is the second event that you've had there that proved out to be well attended.
We packed the house last Thursday, at the for the tsunami talk, and so we actually have another talk coming in January too. We'll talk about later on in the shows.
A different speaker?
Yep. We're having a new speaker too as well.
One of my all-time favorite movies and plays is It's a Wonderful Life. And it truly is.
Yeah, this is a pretty special one. And, of course, this is a radio program, right?
Radio. I love radio. Obviously, I do. It is on stage, A Wonderful Life, Friday night, December the 8th at 7 o'clock. Saturday, 2 shows, December 9 at 2 and 7. This beloved American holiday classic comes to captivating life as the live 1940s radio broadcast. And a lot of Theater West people that you know and would expect it would be in something like this, including Wes Ryan, Brian Kirsch, guys that have been in radio in Lincoln City for a number of years, will all be part of It's a Wonderful Life. Performances again Friday night at 7, Saturday at 2 and 7, and tickets are $16 general admission, $14 for old hides like myself. Seniors and students are just or youth rather, is just $8. So it really is a wonderful life. Yep. All is well. The music of the season, Saturday, December the 16th, 7 o'clock at the Congregational Church. An encore performance Sunday, December 17th at 3 o'clock. I have heard a number of the rehearsals of this program, and I am stunned by the music. You will thoroughly enjoy this. This is a free concert. We do encourage you to bring canned food items for a donation, so it is just a wonderful opportunity for great entertainment. Speaking of great entertainment, Lincoln City's focal point for entertainment just happens to be Chinook Casino Resort right here in Lincoln City. And one of your favorites, Comedy on the Coast, is upcoming.
Yeah.
This is December 15, 16. Lenny Schmidt, Eric Levin, and Jeff Young will be on stage 2 nights, the 15th, 16th. Both shows at 8 o'clock, $15 admission. It is a laugh a minute. It is Comedy on the Coast, and thank Chinook Winds for keeping this ongoing. This has really become a tradition there. The entertainment is fun. A lot of it is adult-oriented.
Well, yeah, some of the comedy is definitely for adults. I mean, it's
that's just the way it is.
Yeah, and then they have other comics too that have a range of comedic value as well too.
Yeah,
so
I just so thoroughly enjoy it, and can't be easily offended, or that's not the place to be.
Yeah, comedy is really meant to help us kind of look through the future and through the past in a lot of ways, and maybe understand ourselves a little better, and take a little bit of a lighthearted approach to it. And comedians can offer a lot to the world.
Tickets on sale right now in the box office at Chinook Casino Resort, because comedy is truly better at the beach. We got a trivia question that we need to announce as well, correct?
Yeah. We need to get another question out there for the community, and I think you have it right there, right?
I do.
Your question of the week.
And the winner of this trivia question gets a couple of buffet tickets to Chinook Casino Resort. We're talking about $60 worth of food. You can either use it at the buffet, or you can go over the Rogue River room or down to the hotel. You can go to the deli, wherever works best for you. You want to go to $60 worth of good food, good eating. The trivia question from Chinook Winds is, what is the new health program at the Lincoln City Community Center? We talked about it with Jeannie Sprague, a little while ago. What is the name of that program? You respond how, Paul?
Send us an email to roger@rshow.com, and we'll draw the name for next week. And, it's a perfect trivia question, I think, when we start thinking about New Year's resolutions, too. So this program is new and upcoming, and something that I think every senior might want to check out.
Did not think of that New Year's resolutions in absolutely great time. What is the name of the new program, the new health program at the Lincoln City Community Center. And if you don't know, go to the Community Center, pick up their brand new catalog. It's in there. It'll give you the exact verbiage, and then send us an email and let us know your pick. And from all of the entries, we'll draw one, and that person wins a pair of tickets to the buffet. Chinook wins.
Very good. Yeah, absolutely.
I believe that will do it to the doings on a Double R show. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And then you and your family and friends around the world and across the street can enjoy and be with us on a Double R show. For Paul, Jana, I am Double R. Have yourself a happy day.
You've been listening to The Double R Show. Join Roger and Paul Robertson as they explore everything about North Lincoln County. The Double R Show, produced by Always Productions and hosted by Roger Robertson. Have a story? Email contact@alwaysproductions.com or call 458-201-3039. For The Double R Show, I'm Jana Grawn.